What's up guys, Shane Stars with Droid Motor X here. The Nexus 6P and 5X were just announced the other day. I snatched one up as soon as pre-orders were made available, and I really can't wait to get my hands on these devices. Now I put out a 3 major problems video on these devices a few days ago, but believe you me, it was very hard to find anything wrong with either one of these devices. This device has plenty of reasons to love it. These are my top 5 reasons that you should buy the Nexus 6P or Nexus 5X. Alright guys, reason number 1 that you should buy the Nexus 6P or 5X is that this is the best Nexus camera that has ever been. There's really never been a Nexus phone that was released with a decent camera. The Nexus 6P camera is actually the second best camera according to DxOMark. Google is finally serious about their Nexus cameras. So in the Nexus 6P and also the Nexus 5X, they both have a 12.3 megapixel camera with an f2.0 aperture, and the selling point here is actually the Sony built 1.55 micron sensor. Now where this camera makes the huge difference is in pixel size. The pixels from that Sony sensor are so large that they allow so much more light, which gives this phone one of the best low light camera phones of all time. While neither one of these cameras have optical image stabilization, Google's already come out and said that this shouldn't be much of a problem thanks to that Sony built sensor. The second reason that you should buy the Nexus 6P or 5X is a USB Type-C with fast charging. Not only was Google able to bring a fully baked version of USB Type-C to their devices, they've also been able to incorporate fast charging along with USB Type-C. According to Google, you're able to get about 7 hours of use out of a 10-minute charge on the Nexus 6P and about 3.5 hours of use out of 10 minutes of charge on the 5X. Now you should be able to fully charge your Nexus 6P from 0 to 100% in about an hour and a half, and you can do the same thing on the 5X in about the same amount of time. The third reason you must buy one of these new Nexus devices is a best-in-class fingerprint scanner. On the iPhone 6s, you can actually turn the phone on and unlock the screen just by pressing the home button if you have Touch ID registered, but the Nexus devices claim to be even quicker than that. Each of these fingerprint scanners can unlock your device in less than 600 milliseconds, and they're also adaptable, so as you use them, they become even quicker. Now, I've become accustomed to fingerprint scanners, and I feel like it's a feature that I can no longer live without. Before fingerprint scanners, I really never secured my device in any way because entering a fingerprint or swipe code was just too unintuitive for me, and I just didn't mess with it at all. But the fingerprint scanner is quick and easy, and I've really come to love it. The fourth reason you should purchase a Nexus 6P or 5X is the fact that it is super developer friendly and you're going to receive automatic updates from Google the moment that they come out. Nexus devices are among the first to receive updates when Google releases a new version of Android. In fact, the current Nexus devices will receive Android 6.0 Marshmallow before the new Nexus devices even ship. The fact that the phones are super developer friendly means that you can easily unlock the bootloader and install a custom recovery, which in theory means that 2 or 3 years down the road, if you still have the device and the developer community is still active, you'll still be able to update your device to the latest and greatest Android firmware. My fifth and final reason that you should consider purchasing a Nexus 6P or a 5X is the price point. So for all of the specs that we've mentioned and all of the goodness we've mentioned, we've really not covered everything that there is to cover and what there is to love about these devices. Yet even with all of that, the Nexus 6P will only set you back about $499. That's for the 32 gigabyte option. Of course, the higher up you go in storage, there's a 64 gigabyte option and a 128 gigabyte option. It's going to get a little more expensive. If you're on more of a budget, the Nexus 5X is the phone for you, and I think it is the phone for the mass market. The 16 gigabyte version will only set you back $379, and that really puts it in the price range of the new Moto X, and I think that this phone can really compete with that device. Like I said, there are many other reasons to love both of these devices. I've already pre-ordered my 6P, and I'll have plenty of coverage on that phone when it ships. Anyways, guys, that about wraps it up for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. You can find more of me at droidmotorx.com, news.howonandroid.com, droidforums.net. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.